so good. I'm not giving it
We
up.
didn't have enough time to eat, so
Very greedy, very greedy.
But we haven't got any for Keith and Brian.
Not sharing.
There's some on the way. John's doing
They're here.
it. John's doing it.
Lads, lovely to see you both.
You too.
Lovely to see you.
Boyzlife going global.
Sorry, can I just say, this is kind of a reunion as well, isn't it? Because we've all known each other for so long, but obviously everyone was off doing their own thing. And we're all back in the same building again.
Can you believe it? We've managed
with your LA tan and everything.
Well,
Still got it.
ish.
Still got it.
It's fake.
Ben, but
This is a
Brian
little-
obviously didn't get the clothes memo of the navy and the chinos
Yes,
this
you've got to
morning.
go to the chino with the collar. But, I mean, it's an interesting thing, that, though, Brian, because all of us, I mean, since you boys launched West Side, then Westlife, of course, because I was saying to Kat on T4, I introduced
you are a
many
magical
years
man.
ago. Here you go. There's some
Oh,
voice.
John.
Thank you, John.
Thanks,
you.
John.
Lovely, jubbly.
But I introduced you in the band when you were called Westside.
That's
before
right.
You had to change your name.
Yeah,
So
because
that
it was...
might have been your first live performance.
I think it was, what was that, late 98,
Yes,
maybe?
yeah.
I think I just put watercress in my hair. It looks good. I look Hawaiian. I look Hawaiian now, look.
You look all Grecian god.
Yeah, we were called West Side, and I think there was some kind of a band in America, you know, one of the kind of the West Sides.
yes.
So we had to change it. Yeah.
Yes,
We had a lot of names. We were called IOU first, which was horrendous.
Yeah, I've heard you've been called some other names as well.
I know, yeah. Louis called us different
This
names.
time of the day.
No.
But it was a different time. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we even feel that. Like, there wasn't as much there wasn't so much of a microscope on everything. There wasn't social media.
No.
We didn't get kind of berated for, like, you know, over the internet or anything like that.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, we talk about it all the time. We miss it so much. SMTV, CDUK. We were just talking about it earlier. You come in on a Saturday morning, you'd see all the other bands that are out at the same time, like S Club and Five and Blue, and everybody hung out together.
Yeah.
And it was just a lovely little atmosphere. And that's kind of all gone in the music industry now. You know, everyone just kind of goes off and does their own thing.
Yeah.
Which,
There's
it's
definitely
sad.
less environments, isn't there, Keith, for bands to launch and perform and do live in front of the audience?
Well, the music business has completely changed now for streaming and downloading and Spotify and Apple Music. Back in the 90s, you know, our fans went into HMV or Virgin Megastore and bought their CD, and the Gallup machine would click on it, and then you'd know who sold so many singles that week, and that's how the charts were decided. And then you get to 7 o'clock on a Thursday night, Top of the Pops. You know, and as
CDUK, not
the Pepsi chart show. There was so many platforms for bands back then, but there's just no platforms anymore.
And the fans queuing up, the frenzy when the new album or the new single was out was real.
Well, I remember Kat getting so excited on a Saturday morning when Boyzone would turn up in the studio, and Kat, like, she used to have to be calmed down.
Oh, yes. I needed to go for a lie in a dark room after and be patted down a little bit.
Cat and slash.
She went off and married an Irishman because of it.
It was the best I could do.
Yeah, there you go.
You did all right.
Isn't it? Essentially. But now, obviously, the two of you got together. I didn't realise it was 8 years ago you first got together.
We've been working a long time together now. I mean, it started off as an autobiographical show where we were kind of reminiscing about the times that we'd had over 20 or 25 years in the business. And it just kind of organically grew into recording artists. And we've been in writing and recording new music. And obviously, we still celebrate the Westlife and the Boyzone music, but we do our own stuff now as well. Yeah. And we're just very lucky to have a job.
Listen, if the truth be told, I just couldn't leave another band again. I just had to stay this time.
It's like expensive divorces.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. And then you're now actually about to go on a world tour.
Yeah, which is very exciting because back in the 90s, we never really got the opportunity to tour the States. And we had some success in the States, but we never got a chance to tour there. It was the late 90s when Boyzone had a first hit with No Matter What in the States, and that was when we decided to take a year off, which obviously grew into 7. So we never really got to tour the States. And this time round now, the tour starts in Ireland in January, and then we're going all over the UK, and then from the UK we go to the States, East Side, then West Side, and then New Zealand, Australia, and on.
But that touring the States particularly, that's hard work. I mean, you're going back to the early boy band days when you boys were absolutely flying. You didn't stop working and promoting.
No, absolutely, and that's kind of what's happening on this tour as well. Obviously, the shows that we're doing mostly around the world are the same. They're kind of big theatres. But in America, we're going to be playing some smaller venues and starting again. And obviously, with our new music out now, we're going to be doing radio stations. And we're kind of going back to how it was when we were 18 again, which is kind of exciting.
I think we've got the new single. We can play a little bit of the new single, which I absolutely love. Here it is.
I hope you know that I recry every tear that's fallen. I remake my mistakes all over. Retrace every step because it brought us together. Brought us together.
What I love about this, Keith, this feels very authentic to the two of you, to your heritage for both Westlife and Boyzone.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried in the studio for so long now to try and find Boyzlife sound.
Yeah.
And we think we've really nailed it with this song. This song is kind of based upon all the cuts and the bruises, the knockbacks, you know, from when we first started, the people that probably didn't really want to see us succeed, and the fact that we did and we are. And it's like, it doesn't really matter what happened. It made us who we are today. We'll take the bruises, we'll take the knocks again. We'll do it all over again. We wouldn't change it because we love where we are right now. And that's what we wrote the song about.
And don't you think there's a new wave of enthusiasm as well, where it's like, yeah, we want to go all around the world and we want that kind of success.
Yeah, I don't think we ever thought we'd have that excitement again. You know, but Keith's been doing it for 30 years, and for me, it's over 25 years. And
he's much older than you, though.
Just had to put it out
Yeah,
there.
but hang on. Look, I still look 10 years younger than him, though.
He looks good on it,
Keith's first tour was in black and white.
No matter what, their tickets are on sale. The new single is as well.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.